Hey, this is Rick with Social Good Software. In this short example, I'm going to be sharing with you a little bit more about the email designer. I'm going to be sharing with you a little bit about what the specific emails regarding eTickets are. I'll share with you what are the components that go into each of the emails. And then finally, I have a little FAQ at the end for some of the frequently asked questions that we have received. All right, so let's go ahead and just jump into it here. So the first one here is, how do you actually set up your emails? It requires you 3 steps in order for this to happen. You need to write your email. We recommend Google Docs or Microsoft Word just to write out the email. And we want you to write it as if you have all the merge fields you need. Next, we need you to create a query, and that query needs to identify who the email is going to go to. And then we also need a note type with all true to be able to identify that the email has been sent. And then lastly, you pull all those things together inside the email designer. You bring over your content, you bring over your query, and you put it all together inside the email designer in order for you to be able to send this email out. So let me draw out for you how this process works so you have a better idea of all the moving pieces. So let me go ahead and draw it out for you here. So we have our little handy query, and then we have our email here. And what happens is that this query feeds into the email designer. And if there's people inside this email designer, then we kick out an email for that particular person. Okay. And when the email goes out, we actually grab a copy of the email, and we grab a copy of one of these emails, and we actually attach it into all true as a note type. So there's a little note in here with a copy of the email inside the particular sales order. So let me take it up, and let me take it from the top again. We run the query. The query feeds the email designer. The email designer sends the email. The email then gets logged into all true, and we add it as a little note type there. So query, email goes out, goes into all true. So those are pretty much the 3 steps. You write out your email, you create your query with your note type, and then you set up the email designer with your content and query. So those are the actual mechanics of setting up your email. Now I want to go ahead and share with you some of the email types you might work on. We have the e-ticket email, we have a reminder email, and we have a post visit email. So you will see that these have a little PDF. So these ones that we recommend that you generate in eTicket and attach the PDF to the particular email. So Ultra currently sends out 2 different emails. So let me draw that one out for you. So right now when somebody buys a ticket, Ultra sends 2 emails out. Email A is the one for what they purchased, and then email 2 is their link for their e-ticket. So what we're going to do here is we're going to go ahead and disable this one. So this is going to get disabled. They will still get this one here. However, we're going to replace this one with the e-ticket email, which is this email right here. So that's the one that's going to go out, and this is going to go away, and we're going to use this one here. Okay, very good. And then the next one here we have is the reminder email, and this one can go out either the day of or the day before, just to remind people for their particular visit. And then finally we have the post visit one, which goes out after they have visited. So this can go either the day of or the following day, just to let them know, like, hey, thank you so much for visiting. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk you through all 3 of them and give you a little bit more detail. The e-ticket email is great for sending out PDF that auto-generates a ticket number and a PDF with their tickets. So this will send out that welcome email that I mentioned to you before. It will generate a PDF. It will attach that PDF into the email, and then that's what they will receive. So that's the e-ticket email. And then we have the reminder email, which is great for sending out a reminder of their upcoming visits with their tickets attached as a PDF. This email can go out the day of or a day before. So that's the reminder email there. And then finally, the post-visit email, which is great for following up with guests who have visited. You can send a membership offer or just collect feedback on their experience. And then this one here, you don't necessarily have to include the ticket there. So you could just send out the email with no ticket PDF. All right, great. So that's pretty much the 3 emails. So in summary, we have our e-ticket email, we have our reminder email, and we have our post-visit email. The e-ticket reminder usually have a PDF. The post-visit typically does not. All right, so now we have a little FAQ here that I want to go through. These are kind of the most common questions we have received, and I just kind of want to share with you how they work. So do these emails account for sales orders over the phone, online, and in person? So this includes advanced sales, daily sales, and online sales. These emails will account for all 3 types of sales methods. If you want to exclude a specific type like daily sales or advanced sales, you totally can. That just has to be done at the query level. Okay, and then if I manually resend an email with will my tickets be updated? The answer is yes. So if you resend an email, the tickets will be generated at the time of the email being sent. So if I delete the note type from a sales order, will the email go out with the right tickets? And the answer is yes as well. So the query is just looking at sales orders that do not have a note type, and those are the ones that get the email. So if you remove that note type from the sales order, another email will go out with another PDF and another version of the email again at that time. So that's how that works. Typically, you won't be doing this unless if you need to resend them to the same person. If I open the e-ticket preview on the email designer, will I see the latest ticket available? And the answer is yes. You will see that latest ticket there whenever you click on that link. And those are all the FAQs that I have here. The main goal for this video is just to help you understand the type of emails you have available. So e-ticket, reminder, and post-visit. And hopefully this video did a good job explaining to you what those emails mean and where they fit in. And that's going to go ahead and do it here for me. Once again, this is Rick from Social Good Software. Hopefully you found this video helpful. We're always looking to improve and make things better. If something was not clearly explained in this video, or maybe you just are still a little bit confused and have some additional questions that we didn't talk about in the video, don't worry, we're here to help. Please go over to socialgoodsoftware.com/feedback. You're able to provide us feedback on this training. You're able to provide us feedback on the software. We're always looking to improve. So if you have any suggestions, please reach out to us. Again, socialgoodsoftware.com/feedback. You'll be able to go ahead and share your thoughts with us, and we're always happy to help.